Manchester United 5, Club Brugge 0. A comfortable evening for Manchester United. We've scored 5 goals for the first time, I think it's since we scored 5 goals at this stage under Louis van Gaal against Midtjylland, I believe, at Old Trafford. So it's been a long time coming, if that is a true stat. And I'm really just content with that, to be honest. There's not, I mean, we've won very, very comfortably this evening, and we've managed to rotate the side slightly. I mean, it is a pretty strong lineup, to be honest, with a lot of first team players playing, but still a couple have been rotated, and we got the job done. We've played no Matic this evening. Williams hasn't played this evening. We've played no David Hare. Greenwood's come out of the team as well. He's come on as a late substitute in about the 75th minute, and there was no Anthony Martial. So it was a few players changed for this game. Martial apparently is injured, so that is a massive blow to Manchester United. But this is nowhere near a full strength Manchester United team if you would look at it, because I think that if you're starting a Manchester United game, Greenwood would be one of the names on the team sheet in the starting lineup. So would Martial and Rashford. That would be your front three, in my opinion, in a Manchester United team, with Paul Pogba in it as well. So that is 4 top quality players that would be starting this game. If for me, if I was picking my best 11, and we managed to score 5 goals in this game, so that is decent for Manchester United. But it did all change on that stupid handball, definite penalty. I mean, definite red card, because he stuck his arm out to stop it from going in the goal. And from then on, I mean, some people think it's a bit harsh, because some people think that if you score the penalty, the geezer shouldn't get sent off. But I'm sorry, in football, it is a bit harsh. You give the penalty and you get the sending off, but you shouldn't stick your arm out like that. And obviously, Corley's dispatched by Bruno Fernandes, who was fantastic again for Manchester United, was heavily involved in that second goal. Didn't actually get the assist, so it was an assist by Mata, but was heavily involved in it. And that is the difference. I mean, sometimes a player doesn't always get the assist. I mean, Paul Scholes didn't have the most assists in Premier League history or anything, but if he put a ball on a sixpence right out to someone, they tapped it to someone else, and they poke it in the net, then obviously the person that's tapped it, like in this case, Mata tapped it to Ighalo and put it in the net. But the pass from Bruno Fernandes was fantastic, but he didn't get the assist because Mata put the easier ball across for Ighalo to tap in. But it is just, when you're watching Bruno Fernandes, you just see the level of player that the Manchester United have got, and that was why I was excited for Manchester United to sign him, because of his goals and assists and creation record in Portugal was levels better than what we see around Europe. I know it was a lower league than the Premier League. The Premier League is definitely a higher league, but them numbers are not being put up by many players around Europe at all. So it is. I mean, and he started off great for Manchester United. 2 goals, okay, they were penalties, but some decent performances. And nice to see Ighalo get his first goal for Manchester United, get that monkey off his back, because if Martial's out, it's going to be between Ighalo and Greenwood, who starts for Manchester United from now on until Martial's back. So he's done himself decent getting a goal. I mean, I would be more confident if Greenwood started against Everton, to be honest, than obviously Ighalo, but we will just have to wait and see on that one. But nice to see. And then McTominay getting himself a goal. He's been out a long while, so nice to see him get a decent strike for Manchester United there to make it 3-0, and it was just so comfortable then. Second half, I mean, we've seen more goals, a couple of strikes from Fred in that second half to make it 5-0. Fred hasn't scored since 2018 against Wolves earlier in the last season, so that is good for him to get off the mark this season, get a couple of goals, get himself an assist as well this evening, which is good. We've seen Tai Chong, I know he's got a lot of hate on Twitter this evening, come on in the second half and hasn't got himself a goal, but managed to get himself the assist there for Fred at the end. But a lot of people are disheartened that Angel Gomez wasn't on the bench, and it's one of them that obviously Gomez would have been an ideal candidate to bring off the substitutes bench instead of Jesse Lingard if you'd had him on the substitutes bench. But obviously Manchester United didn't know they were going to be in this circumstance. We could have had 3 or 4 youngsters and picked from a handful of different youngsters. Okay, the FA Youth Cup was tomorrow, but we could have had them, but in hindsight, but obviously we didn't know. that Manchester United were going to be steamrolling this game at half time, and they were going to have had a man sent off. In hindsight, you want them players on the bench. We didn't know that against Tranmere either, and it's just the way it is. But games are coming thick and fast, so we just got to put this one to bed. Hopefully, get a decent draw in the next round of this Europa League, and just move forward. I mean, it's positive. We've scored 5 goals. We're scoring goals at the moment, so it is decent to see, and that is without Greenwood starting this evening, as I say, Anthony Martial and Rashford. None of them two featuring, and Paul Pogba as well, and we still managed to score 5 goals. I know it was with 10 against 10 men for about 70 odd, over 70 minutes including stoppage time, but who gives a fuck? Manchester United have struggled in recent times. I mean, under Van Gaal we were struggling to score goals, even under Solskjaer at the start of the season we were struggling to score goals, so who gives a fuck if it is against a team who had 10 men. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Who would you like to see in the next round? I wouldn't mind seeing Rangers in the next round. That would be a decent tie. Steven Gerrard coming back to Old Trafford, the abuse he would get, and hopefully a second leg at Old Trafford would be great to take the piss out of him if we won handsomely. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.